All right, I've just got back from an overseas trip. I went to Thailand with one of my good friends. We did a 9-day tour and then 3 days of traveling on our own. So we were there for a total of around 12 days. And I just want to make this video because I just got back a few days ago and it's still fresh in my mind, the after travel effect. And I just wanted to say that traveling, at least this trip, because it's the first time I've traveled without family really, has really opened up my mind and changed my perspective on life. And so before this trip, I was stuck in a bit of a routine back at home. I feel like I was living the same week in, week out. And I felt a bit stuck doing the same things. And those things have served me in the past, maybe a few months ago, but they've just gotten a bit stale. And traveling for me, at least this trip, came at the perfect time because it got me out of that routine into something that was so fast paced. We did so much in the matter of a few days, and it really put me out of that mindset, that environment of just doing the same thing, seeing the same people, and things getting stale back at home. So that came at the perfect time. And I just wanted to talk about the fact that when, I was in Thailand, I saw a lot of people, not only within my tour that I got close with, that I became friends with, but also people on the street, service people. A lot of the people were poor and they had to really work hard and work in not the best conditions. Some of them were taxi drivers, tuk-tuk drivers. It's a service economy. It's a tourist economy. So they rely on tourists to come over, and I guess they serve them. And I saw a lot of, I don't really know how to articulate it, but poverty almost. And so that just made me realize how good I have it here in Australia, here in South Australia. I live such a good life. We have, clean water to drink from the tap. I couldn't even drink the water from the tap. We have to use bottled water. I have good health. I've got, a good job. I've got my own car here. I've got friends, and I've got a really good quality life here in Australia. And it's something that I've taken for granted because I just didn't really realize what was out there. I went to Vietnam earlier this year and I saw a bit of that, but I didn't really take into consideration that when I went. But this trip really opened up my eyes to how good I have it. And so I have a few notes here. Another thing I wanted to say is that being in a location, a city, a country for years on end, my whole life basically, really kind of solidifies your mindset. Like, I feel like I've been in a bubble this whole time. And so going out to a drastically different country and traveling and experiencing a lot of different things has made me realize that there is a lot out there. There is so much out there in the world to experience, shit that I have not done and I probably will not do in my life. I mean, I probably experienced less than 1% of the world and the people left to meet and hear from. The people on my tour, they range from, late 20s to early 30s, and some of them were really well traveled. I was able to talk to them about their experiences, and it really opens up my mind about how much more I have left to live and experience on this earth, not just travel wise, but meeting people wise, and experience wise. I don't really know how to put it, but there's so much more in the world than what I've experienced in the past few years. I just want to say as well, I'm super grateful for, obviously I've mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm grateful for my life. It's made me more grateful for my experiences and the life that I get to live, because I really live in the top 10% of the world in terms of health, wealth, prosperity, and whatever kind of metrics you want to use. There's so many people living in poverty and millions of people living in really poor conditions that you and I have no idea, and we don't think about at all day to day. And it's hard to do that when you don't actually see it. So very grateful for my life. I just want to say on the living in a bubble aspect of things, a lot of people live in this bubble. If you live in a location for an extended period of time, and I'm not saying this is good or bad to do so. All I'm saying is when you do that, your mindset and your way of life and your perspective solidifies, and it's hard to break out of that unless you experience something new. It could be travel, it could be new people, it could be something novel, it could be anything, but it's hard to really break out of that. And the thing is, sometimes you need to settle down in one place. I'm not even saying sometimes. You have to settle down in one place in order to establish a career, to start a family, to progress in certain areas of your life. You can't be traveling and moving around. It's too unstable. So I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm just saying there's cause and effect. It can cause you to be a certain way without realizing it. And what else is there? I really think solo travel, or even if you do it with a friend, but you do it together, really opens up your eyes. If you experience a lot, I mean, I only went for 12 days, but it really changes your perspective when you come back. I can't really put it into words, but it makes you realize that there's more out there in the world. It's made me take myself less seriously, and it's made me kind of rethink my relationships with my friends. It's made me rethink my overall plan in life. And yeah, I mean, I know this is a lot, but I just wanted to kind of express this as it's fresh in my mind. Let me have a look. What did I write down here? That's basically it. I had a great time in Thailand. We experienced so much. I really recommend anyone to do a tour, because that's what we did. It's really good value for money. And I do have the desire to travel more, experience more. But yeah, man, it was such a great experience. And I'm really happy I did it. I'm really happy that it came at the time it did. Just as I mentioned, as I expressed earlier, it was good to get me out of that routine that I felt kind of stuck and stale in the months leading up to this trip. So I'm more refreshed now. I'm definitely more motivated to work on myself and work on my goals now that I'm back. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Cheers.